Hello, happy Field Day Friday. Greg here. Just wanted to uh, get with you again on it's a rainy Friday here. So I'm didn't get out on a job site this week and do any filming, so I wanted to do another little virtual tour, and this is something I've been wanting to do, and just kind of show part of the process of how we get to a master plan concept. Go through the concepts and kind of what's involved behind the scenes, and this may be interesting to some of you guys. So anyway, what we do, we start with first of all a survey. So I might get a survey or a base topo from one of our suppliers, one of our partners that we deal with pretty regularly. And what you get in this file, you kind of see the outline of the house. There's a covered porch there. There's a sidewalk, and there's the center line of the road. And there's lots of these little points. Kind of tell where the edges of things are, where the door is, the elevation of the door, the center line of the window, how big the window is, where the fence is. There's a fence, chain link fence that starts there, goes around. It's not really visually, it's hard to tell without reading all the little notes, but a lot of information there, and actually some of it is in 3D. So another couple things you see here on our base map. So we got trees located. This tells how big it is. A 3-inch tree, and that's the elevation that it's at. It's a 24-inch tree. See, all the symbols are pretty much the same here, and so that's something I change when I process the survey into my software. There's the topo lines. This one's pretty flat. So there's one topo, two. So that shows the difference in elevation of 1 foot as you go down. So anyway, that's got some 2D and 3D information in it. Also pulling together, this is from the architect. So this is the renovated house plan. So you can see this garage changed shape. So they're tearing out the old garage and adding a new garage and utility room, and adding a few feet to the back of the house and a screen porch, and then a new patio outside. So going to take all those things into account, take their model in and put it in with my information. So then I put those together, and we have a base map that shows the new house on the existing site. You can see where the trees are, a little metal shed that's going to come out, some utilities, so there's the electrical line, there's the fence, there's the gate, existing concrete that we're going to have to rework. And you can kind of see there's a big pine tree right here, huge. So I take that and I print it off, and then I overlay my drawings. So I start designing and laying out the different pieces of what they wanted to see on their new plan. So in this version, we had some stepping stones and a lawn. Some more stepping stones, so a plant bed underneath trees. Stepping stones around to an enclosed fence area. Stepping stones over here as well with the trash enclosure, gravel walk. Stepping stones around a hot tub. That was one of the items that they wanted to see in here eventually. Also a fire pit with a little retaining wall and seating there, and then an outdoor grill, a little storage to go with that. So this is one version. You kind of see some of these are kind of my shorthand versions of plant material and the bed shape. And we did another version here, a simplified driveway, and the stepping stones go across the yard. A little rock garden in the back. More stepping stones along a little alley of trees. Moving the hot tub over by the screen porch. A similar kind of a scaled back version of the fire pit and the grill over next to the master bed. So, and we had one big back bed that kind of did a pine straw concept underneath all this, the big pine tree. So it's one big simple back bed and some smaller beds on the side. So they ended up kind of taking bits and pieces of this and putting them together. The spa, I'm going to put it back over here, and we'll see that in just a second here. There you go. So, and this is still evolving as we go. So here's the front drive. We had some paver detailing in there that ended up coming out on the final once we actually got to building it. So it's all concrete now. We do have a grass walk going to the back. I see we got some shrub beds along the neighboring fence. They like the one big open bed at the back with some boulders and a few little perennials and landscape lighting to go with that tree. With more of a, well, the retaining wall kind of evolved, and we're doing more open seating with a portable grill here in the back, or not grill, but the fire pit. It's more of a movable fire pit that they could move out of the way whenever the season warmed up. And this will be usable in the future as for the hot tub. They're not doing it just yet, maybe in the future. This is kind of a little raised bed for vegetables, and then the grill out here and kind of a stepping stone arrangement. So there's that, and then whenever we do that, these tables here are connected so that when I change that back terrace, it updates the square footages and all the different beds, and so those all have data connecting back to this plan. So when I change the plan, it changes there. And look at this thing in 3D. So then we also build a model. So this model actually came from the architect. And so if you've seen the ranch house updates on our YouTube page, this is kind of what the finished product's going to end up looking like. And we can kind of walk through it real quick. As you go through this gate to the back. Here's what the patio will look like. Stepping stones down. We got a concrete wall. We're going to do board form so that we'll have a kind of a rough lumber against the concrete whenever it gets poured, so you have the kind of the outline of the boards in the concrete. And I believe that set of steps has gone away when they in the final they decided to go ahead and do away with that, and this wall is just going to continue on through. So these things evolve right up until the very end. There's the grill, some of the planting in the big long bed, and there's the little vegetable garden. I got some tomatoes just shown in there for scale. Pretty simple. These big trees in the back. Well, eventually they'll be large, but they've got some high windows in this living room that they'll see eventually as those get bigger. All right. Well, that just kind of shows how the process evolves from concept to the model, And these things just evolve over time, and we just try and keep track of them as they go, and model as we go. So it's a neat process. Um, really helps me as a designer to see what these changes are going to do and what they're going to look like. And it's also helpful to show the client. And so anyway, it's been a neat process. We're always tweaking it and evolving it. So that's our Friday site visit, the virtual version. And I look forward to talking to you guys again soon. So have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later.